welcome back to my channel. I will be teaching you on this video how to resize and change some lines into score if your file needs to be scored. This is pertaining to my own design that I created, and this is for the truck file, but you can apply this to any other design that you need to score and resize. Again, I am new to Cameo. I don't own one at the moment. However, I do design for it. So I did my homework and this is how I would do it. I am saving up for a Cameo, so I really want the Pro. So let's see if I do end up buying it or I buy a different kind. But let's just jump right into it. So open your design. If you bought it on Etsy or wherever you bought it from. If you bought the truck one, it's Truck Studio. Make sure it has that little silhouette there. Add it in. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to let my machine know what I'll be using. In this case, I'll be using paper for everything. This is acetate, and acetate is a different material from cardstock. It's that clear material. So I'm going to let this machine know that that it's a different material. So how do you do that? Go up here in panels and you have to change line style. Click right here, this colorful lines, and change it into something that is different that you don't have. So the red one is something, black one's gonna do something else. So let me show you. This goes green, because I don't have any green lines in here. And then that's perfect. I'm gonna go back up here to panels and change it back to fill color. Why? Because this is the back of the trunk. And this is optional, that's why it's yellow. So you either delete it if you don't want to do it, or change it to this color if you're going to be using the same color cardstock for the truck to be all one solid color. So let's say you don't have that blue up here. What you can do is click the truck, click the syringe, and then drag it right here, and it's going to pick up the color right away. So then go back to this and you choose that blue color. And see, it's all the same thing. Now, the next thing you're going to be doing is resizing. How would I do this? And this is the only way I know. If somebody knows more or a different way, please let me know. The more we know, the better, right? So this is how I started on Cricut. I own a Cricut. So this is how I first started. I put a square and then I'm going to fill it with the color that I don't have here. I'm going to choose this orange one. And then I'll click back here on the arrow. I'm going to bring all this, and I have to highlight everything because you need to resize everything. If you resize one at a time, you're going to mess it all up. All of it, so it all resizes at the same time. I'm going to bring it forward so it can go right on top of this. But I'm going to change this into whatever sheet I have on hand. Let's say I only have the regular standard letter size, which is an 8.5 by 11. I don't know if Silhouette will cut to the edge. Cricut does not. You have to take off 1/2 inch of whatever paper you're using. Lock this. So then 8.5 by 11 is the regular letter size. Take off 1/2 inch. It would go to 8. Hit enter. And then 10.5. And you have to hit enter because if you don't hit enter, it's not going to resize. It's going to go back to whatever size it was. Then you click aside. Now that we have it aside, I will zoom out. And if you have 12 by 12 sheet, then again, take off half because I don't know if Silhouette will cut to the edge. And if it doesn't, or you don't know, play it safe and go 12 by 12, take away 1.5. I mean, 0.5 is 11.5. So let's do that, 11.5. Just for the sake of the video. Enter, 8.5, enter. So move that over here. And then the biggest part of your file, just worry about that. You can click each one and see which one's bigger. So this, and I'll tell you right here. So that's a 4 wide. This one's 4.3. And that's 4.25. So this one's the biggest one. So I'll be putting that in here. And I'll be resizing everything is group. See how everything's growing together? And I'll go from, like, let's say here to the edge, it doesn't matter. And I'll resize it. Oops, and if that moves away, it's okay. Just bring your object. You can even group it if you want to. Bring it over here. And just play with it until you see the desired thing. So let's see, everything's perfect. I know everything else is gonna fit. You can double check for yourself, just in case. See how everything's gonna fit perfectly inside. Go ahead and delete that square that you don't need. And then when you send it, right here in line, not here, right here in line, you're gonna let it know that the green one is not cardstock, it's acetate. However, I only see here that Silhouette only has acetate sheets thin. And if your material is thicker, even on Cricut, I will place it, even if Cricut does have acetate, more pressure, blah, blah, blah. What I do is I look for the cardstock glitter because cardstock glitter is very thick and it's as thick as acetate. So I'll click that one and let them know that the green line is, and I'll show you right here. I'll highlight that the green line is acetate. So let's change it to that. And then the red line right here, it is cardstock, which is these lines right here. You'll see here and here, those red lines will be score. So here in auto, you're gonna hit score. You're not worried about this one. You're not worried about that one. Those are just normal cut. And then you go ahead and send it. And other than that, that's how you would resize your file, set the scores. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me, leave me a comment, or send me an email, or leave me a comment here on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and that's it. Bye.